Hello and welcome. Every once in a while, Apple releases a product that isn't just an update, it's a genuine historic shift. And what we're looking at today is exactly that. It's a device that could completely redraw the map for laptops. So what makes this thing so different? Let's get right into it. We're gonna start with the single most shocking thing about this laptop. That number right there, $599. For a brand new Mac, just let that sink in for a second. This is a price point we have never seen from Apple for a laptop, and it completely changes the game. And just so we're clear, this isn't some temporary sale. For decades, the price to get into the Mac laptop world was basically $1,000, $1,000. That was the wall. And it locked millions of people out. Well, the MacBook Neo just kicked that door wide open. So let's officially meet the machine that's causing all this fuss. This is the MacBook Neo. And that name, Neo, yeah, that's very intentional. It means new, and it signals something totally fresh, a new beginning that's aimed at a way, way broader audience than Air or Pro ever could be. So what is it exactly? Well, the MacBook Neo is the very first Mac to be powered by an iPhone chip, specifically the A18 Pro. Think about it. By using the same super efficient, super powerful chip that's in your pocket, Apple can deliver a Mac experience that feels fast and familiar, all while keeping that cost way, way down. And wow, did they move fast on this? It was announced on March 4th. Pre-orders went live that same day, and just 1 week later, you could walk into a store and buy one. That's a lightning-fast rollout for a product they are clearly betting is going to be a monster hit. Okay, but this brings up the big question, right? How did they do it? How do you make a $600 laptop that doesn't feel like a cheap $600 laptop? Because trust me, this thing does not feel cheap at all. Well, the first thing you notice is the body. You'd expect plastic, like on pretty much every other budget laptop. Nope. You get Apple's signature recycled aluminum unibody. Plus, it's got a gorgeous liquid retina display, a 1080 camera that's enhanced with AI, and even spatial audio speakers. These are premium features you just don't see at this price. And then there's this, 16 hours of battery life. That's the magic of using that super efficient iPhone chip. While most budget PCs are dying after 6 or 7 hours, the Notebook View just keeps on chugging along. It's a huge, huge advantage. Okay, but let's address the elephant in the room. This is the question on everyone's mind. We know these chips are screamers in a phone, but can an A18 Pro really power a full laptop experience and macOS? Is it fast enough for what you actually do every day? And honestly, the answer is probably going to surprise you. This chart shows single-core speed, which is what matters for everyday stuff. Browsing the web, writing emails, the basics. And as you can see, the Neo isn't just faster than an older M1 Mac, it's actually pretty close to much more expensive models. It totally hits that performance sweet spot for most people. Now, you might see 8 gigs of RAM on the box and get a little worried, but on a Mac with Apple Silicon, it's a completely different ballgame. They use what's called unified memory. It's like having one brilliant, super fast assistant that instantly gives the CPU, the GPU, and the AI engine exactly what they need, right when they need it. It makes that 8 gigs feel way, way faster than on a PC.
All right, let's be real for a second. A price tag like this doesn't just happen by magic. To get down to $599, Apple had to make some very deliberate, very calculated compromises. So let's talk about what you're actually giving up.
There's one omission in particular that has been almost universally criticized. It's a feature that we've all just taken for granted on Apple laptops for a very, very long time. And there it is. The MacBook Neo does not have a backlit keyboard. For anyone who works in low light, students in a dark lecture hall, someone on a red-eye flight, this is a genuine, practical pain point. And to put this in perspective, it's been over a decade and a half since Apple sold a laptop without this feature. Leaving it out makes one thing crystal clear. This was a major, deliberate decision made purely to cut costs. And the list doesn't stop there. The RAM is locked in at 8 gigs, no upgrades. You don't get a super fast Thunderbolt port. The display doesn't have True Tone to adjust its colors. Even the trackpad is a simpler version without Force Touch. Each of these was a careful cut to hit that magic number. So when you put all the pieces together, the incredible price, that premium feel, and those very specific trade-offs, you start to realize this isn't just a new product. This is a massive strategic bet by Apple on the future. This quote really says it all. Apple is playing the long game here. With the Neo, especially at that $499 price for students, they are investing in a whole new generation.
Get them into the Mac ecosystem now, and the thinking is when they graduate and start their careers, they'll stick around for an Air or a Pro.
So where does the Neo really fit? Well, this chart lays it out perfectly, next to the MacBook Air. The Air gives you more of everything: a backlit keyboard, more RAM, faster ports, but it starts at almost double the price. See, the Neo isn't meant to replace the Air. It's creating a brand new front door to the Mac world.
So who should be running out to buy this thing? Well, it's a home run for students. It's perfect for any Windows user who's been Mac curious but was scared off by the price. It's a fantastic second computer for a family. And of course, for any iPhone user who just wants their digital life to work seamlessly.
Let's make it super simple. If you're a professional video editor, a software developer, or just a serious power user, skip it. The MacBook Air or Pro is still for you. But if your life revolves around the web browser, email, and writing documents, the MacBook Neo is an absolutely incredible value. Which really brings us to the final big question. By making the Mac experience accessible to millions of new people for the first time, could the MacBook Neo actually be the most important, most influential Mac we've seen in the last 10 years? I think it just might be. Thanks for joining me.